Welcome to Crinkly Bottom.
Thank you. I'd rather be up there, I think, with Lynn and the Bad Boys. They look as if they're having much more fun.
Yes. Okay, well, we could arrange that as well. Certainly more fun than that Jean-Jacques Vascal.
Well, I think he could be quite a fun guy if you got to know him, actually.
Yes, a bit worried about your taste in men now. I treasure a comment you made when it was over, where you pointed out that your suspicions were not aroused by the quality of the production, because you, unfortunately, have to work with all sorts of people who can't get it right anyway.
Well, unfortunately, or fortunately, yes. I mean, as you know, we get asked to do a lot of kind of corporate things. And you just have to know that the customer's always right, so you kind of go along with them, I mean, no matter how wacky it is. And that was particularly wacky, but yeah, I mean, I just thought, you know, this is going to work itself out sooner or later.
This was weird, and the wonderful thing was Angela was not phased as you would expect, but it is weird. It's a training video for skiing, it's pre-ski, ski, after-ski. It's a conceptual thing about the whole Jean-Jacques Vascal ethos of the exercise is a load of rubbish. The whole thing. Complete load of rubbish, but it is a wonderful, it's wonderful. Watch your eyes as we join rehearsals, and it's terrible weather as well, absolutely appalling weather, certainly for making a video like this.
Well, if you're someone who has never skied in your life but actually fancies the idea of whizzing down the snowy slopes, well then this video is for you. You may in fact already be familiar with the name of Jean-Jacques Vascal, because he's a man who has, with his very special form of teaching skiing, enabled literally thousands of first-time skiers to attack the slopes with flair and confidence. Jean-Jacques, you've never actually been a downhill skier yourself, have you? But you're just about one of the most famous skiers in Europe. How did you manage that?
Well, I'll answer.
Okay.
We'll just go, you'll...
C'est quoi, Cairngorms?
Cairngorms? Mountains in Scotland.
No, excusez-moi.
Thank you. It's okay?
Yeah, it's fine. I have been forewarned a little bit.
It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
Could we not have some French names in there?
As in France?
Sort of French...
Well, yes. I mean, you can't have Jean-Jacques Vascal and not mention anything about France. I mean, it's a bit insulting, don't you think?
Okay.
Same. Is that all right?
Fine.
Okay, great.
Alrighty.
Can we just try that quickly? Just a quick one on that. I just want Angela to have that on.
Okay. So really it doesn't matter if you're wobbling down the nursery slopes at Val d'Isère or in Chamonix or even in Aspen and hot dogging. The experience, the total ski experience is the same for everybody.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay.
You want to get
makeup?
Yeah, that's fine. Angela, I just want to double check on sound.
Sure.
That we've got your levels.
Okay.
All right. Just a 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Très élégant.
I'd like to, if we can, just go for a take on this
Sure.
one straight through, Jean-Jacques, if that's possible. Okay? Great.
Okay. Without the rollers.
If that's all right.
Okay. Sure.
And action.
Now, if you're someone who has never skied in your life, but you actually fancy the idea of swishing down the snowy slopes, then believe me, this video is just for you. Jean-Jacques, I know that you've never actually been a downhill skier, and in fact you've never won any medals for skiing, and yet you're probably one of the most famous skiers in Europe. How do you manage that?
Yes, well, in fact, I think I am the most famous skier in Europe. Well, when it goes back, I started off as a model, strange enough, but it was a long time ago. Huh? Then I became an actor for a while, and, well, the rest is history.
And I know you believe in what you call the total skiing experience. What do you mean by that exactly?
Well, there's three elements. You see, there is the pre-ski, the ski, and the apri-ski.
For some, the most important of all.
Well, exactly. Je vois que madame est une connaisseuse. She knows what she's talking about, yes.
It doesn't matter whether you're, as you were, wobbling down the slopes of Val d'Isère, or if you're hot dogging in Chamonix or Aspen or wherever. The basic thing is that the total ski experience is the most important thing.
Exactly.
And cut. Great. That's fine. We're going to go for the next setup now, so we're going to move cameras and stuff like that around.
Well, skiing, I know, is a very physical sport, so you've got to be in training for it, and you've got some exercises that people can do so that at least they've got the basic ideas of what they should be doing out on the slopes.
Exactly. It is, you crouch, take the normal crouching position, and you have to be always very supple, soup, but then you go lower with my version, you know, and you have to be careful never to lean forward, never to forward, and look always at then the next one is the sachet, which is the hip movement. Very important to turn, you know, if you are going down, voilà. Up, up.
Yeah? Comme ça?
And the dernier, which is my specialty, usually a very complicated exercise normally. So you have to hop on the spot, see, like that, with your skis.
Like that?
Voilà, you see. I think the skis with you.
Of course.
Much less dangerous and all that, you know, all that and glühwein.
People always, of course, associate glühwein with skiing, but it's not the only drink that you can enjoy while you're out skiing, is it?
Absolutely not, you know. It is a myth, you know, that we have to do glühwein. Yes, it's pleasant, but more traditionally, of course, in those parts of the world, is the schnapps. We have quite a selection.
I didn't realize there were so many different sorts of schnapps, actually. I thought
anyway, listen, do you mind? I want to try.
Not at all.
Would you like to try some? No?
I think I'll leave you to try that one. Good?
Maybe. No, it warms you up. You sure you don't want the...
No, I'll try one of these. What's the pink one?
Oui, ça c'est beaucoup mieux, ça. Ah oui.
Good?
Yes, that's the whole charm of the Apri-ski, you know. It's not just an excuse for a drink, but it's also the opportunity to get to know people and maybe, you know, go out and have dinner. So.
Salut.
Voilà.
And while you're out having dinner could mean going to the disco as well, and there's nothing better also when you've been skiing than to perhaps turn on the radio, the local radio, hear the local music, get yourself in the mood for going out, or...
Allez, you want enough of that? You must stop.
Of course, there are lots of things you can do on the slopes that don't involve skiing at all. In fact, Jean-Jacques has some wonderful ideas for fun and games on the slopes, yeah?
Certainly, Angela. Right, the first one is snowball tennis. Normally, if there was really, you know, real strong snow, this would be a snowball. And the idea is to try and send it back like that, try not to damage the snowball. It's like that. See, that's very good, like that. And then you keep going.
And... Great.
Well, the ski dominoes is very amusing, but on nice thick snow, you see, because you also, the idea is that you are like that, you see, one behind the other, you see,
yes.
And one behind you, and then you sort of fall back and don't, well, yeah, I won't fall back on you.
Because of your back.
You, oh my God, you know, I tell you at the moment my back, I have forgotten that.
Look, it's been postal morning, it's my only morning off.
No,
You've kept me hanging around down here for an hour and a half. You're
Well,
not using it
we're
now.
very nearly finished now, sir.
It's my, well, get off, that's not It is my only morning off from work.
Did we not say it was closed?
Yeah, but you're not using it.
You shouldn't have been allowed in the first place.
Excuse me, sir. Look, I'm trying to be reasonable about this, but you're not
We're
using
trying to
it.
be reasonable about it, too.
Hold on a minute.
You really just want to use the slope?
Yeah.
Even the glasses and that phony accent.
What's wrong with the glasses?
Your very own
My very own Jean-Jacques Pascal. Just your accent.